Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today we're getting stuck into the reactions after Bayern's big 3-0 win away at Frankfurt. Sources all seem to agree it was a thoroughly successful evening. But we want to go a bit deeper than just the scoreline. We'll kind of split this into two parts. Yeah, first, the tactical side, that's stability. And second, the psychology, the squad feeling. Okay, let's unpack this, starting with that defensive solidity the staff were so pleased about.
Yeah, it's fundamental, isn't it? But they really nailed it. You've got Neuer saying, whenever we defended in the box, we were never really under threat. We handled that excellently. When your keeper says that, well, it says a lot about what's happening in front of him.
Right. And that security, does it then let them be more, let's say, aggressive strategically? Christoph Freund mentioned getting much more control in the second half, hardly allowed anything. Is that just keeping the ball, or is it built on that defensive platform?
Oh, it's definitely built on the platform. That's the key thing here, I think. It's control because they're so solid. It's not passive defending. It's more like a launch pad, Neuer himself pointed out how they use counterattacks more after the break. He called that third goal a prime example of shifting from defense to attack really quickly and, crucially, finishing it off. So yeah, the defense makes the decisive offense possible.
Okay, so the tactics provide the structure, but then there's the mental side.
Yeah.
This was their, 10th win in a row.
Yeah.
Neuer mentioned that creating a real feeling of confidence, that's got to be huge.
It is huge. But, confidence needs direction, right? Neuer also stressed, no matter who starts or comes off the bench, everyone knows exactly what's expected of them.
Well, that suggests real maturity in the squad, doesn't it?
And here's where it gets really interesting for me, how that individual energy fits in. Company praising Lucho Diaz specifically said he was right at it and fully involved. And that kind of energy and hunger lifts the entire team. What does that tell us? That focus on individual spark. It tells us they value that buzz, that intensity just as much as sticking to the game plan. They want players who bring that fire. It's not just about following orders. It's that mixed structure and individual drive. Harry Kane kind of summed it up, didn't he? The feeling in the squad is clear. We want to keep pushing. They're riding that wave.
Speaking of Kane, good news on that front. There was that little injury worry near the end, but he came out and said he just took a bit of a knock. Assured everyone there should be no problem for the national team. I'll be there on Monday. So momentum continues for him too.
Yeah, good news all around. So what does this all mean, really? Well, the picture we're getting is a team that's genuinely improving week on week. And it seems to be down to getting both things right. That solid tactical base and a real strong mentality, high confidence. The tactics give them the freedom to be clinical.
That combination does seem key right now.
It really does. Jonathan Tah put it quite well, actually. He said performing at this level means being excellent both on and off the ball. So here's something for you listening to think about. Looking ahead, what's going to be tougher for them to maintain? Is it the tactical discipline, that defensive structure? Or is it that less predictable spark, that infectious confidence and energy that players like Diaz bring? Which one will be more crucial and maybe harder to keep hold of as the season goes on? Something to chew on.